Go get close out the jar right now. While I'm trying to get in.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots.
Baby, let's go.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right.
I was apologize to PlayStation actually, but okay. Since you're trying to be smart, jackass.
Wait 10, wait 20. Check 53. I got you. Wide, get wide. Check 37, check 30. Go bandit.
Brady gives to Michelle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Patriots.
Wait, that round 80. Round 80. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's out to his running back, Michelle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's the throw dropped off to his fullback. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule. I'm down in distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Y'all running already? We're playing right now.
To throw is Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And a dump off to White. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. On the ground, this is Michel. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is third and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Sugar! Hey, mark 7.
To throw again, Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Brady now to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
On the return, Jackson. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Brady, a quick throw out to Edelman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Wait, set. Ready?
Do I need the basket?
I'm here all day. Check 3, check 3. Check 24, check 24. Check it, reload.
They'll run with Michelle. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Kill. Rip. Okay, Alpha. Hey, ball 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
First down, New England.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Brady with a hook up to the fellow veteran Watson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Brady. It's complete. James White. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
You want Tom?
They'll go for it. It's Brady.
You want Tom?
That is going to be incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime.
Why would you spin towards the outside when you had inside?
Hey,
I don't make no sense.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Garner.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. Looking to get it to Ward, intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards now with the season over. Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore off nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. He's going to float into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for one reason. What's going on out there? It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Alshon Jeffrey, incomplete. Coverage on the play by Patrick Chung.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
If I put more to the inside with hard.
At their own 24-yard line.
2 The Pats at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Go, let's go!
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And he rifles one incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Lawrence Guy. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. Wentz will make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Here's Wentz to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and goal, Wentz steps away, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown, and the Eagles able to push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check 31, check 31. Shadow. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Motion, hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. 53, Mike. Go bandit.
To throw, it's Brady. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, 70 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman.
Come back, you know, make it so funny. I play cover 2. I knew you were about to do that. I play cover 2.
Pass play for 2 yards on first down. Brady gives this to White, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I'm playing towards this, sure.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
No. 72. 53. Mike. Watch the run.
And the blitz does come. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of opportunity this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me.
You said what?
Hey, this is retarded.
That blitz?
Yeah.
It's going to do it
I'll show you
for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on 4th down, on his punt team sending this one away. Just a 25yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
The offensive line is great.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go with Howard again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
On second down, it's Sanders, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Going for it with Sanders. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Running with Howard. Devin McCourty brings him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 47 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
I'm on a beat there, like.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Shoot. Let's go on. No, 66. Alert. Let's go on. No, 66.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Forced out to his left. And able to find Dorsett. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, 66 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively. So they Jeffrey. He's at the 50, the 30, 20.
Stop watching
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 75 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
That was just a good rebound. Baby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He thought we were in a stretch.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
you know
it's a whole lot
run
better
anybody
than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, that throw by Brady incomplete. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Now Brady, and this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 16 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. From the gun on third down, Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady's throw there complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On play action, now Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
53. Bandit. 53.
Throwing again on second down. Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Here we go.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, wide open. Complete. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 88 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Brady. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first.
Especially Dash and Dursley.
Yeah. This magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits.
Jump like all this.
Other people like fucking fish hours here.
I don't know. I don't think they're here. Flex, sure shot. Y'all trying to play Call of Duty? I have to wait for this fucking update, bro.
They tried to knock me off my feet. I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie.
My second favorite team, the Dolphins. My favorite team, the Ravens.
I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life.
But I like the. It's like one of my hidden gems.
We gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't?
Yeah, I be whooping a lot of niggas' ass with the Jets. It's a hidden gem, bro. I'm telling you, don't fall for it, bro. A lot of people do. A whole lot of people do. It's a hidden gem. Bro, play with a good team, bro. They tough. The Chiefs, but they don't have no defense. Their defense sucks. Their offense is really like that. I go first.
All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to you say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
I go white. I'm in green. You wanna go white? That's good, I go green. Come on, you think we could beat comp teams? Truthfully. Cause we did beat comp teams before. But that's the time. I don't know, bro. I should just make my same build from last year. My power forward, I could have made it 6'11". I was trying to be like Zion. I had 10 shooting badges.
About 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
In the circle animation. Right, you'll see. You'll completely fake them out, and you can go up for like 10 yards, 10, 15 yards. Majority of the time.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He'll have a first down across the 20. And finally taken down to the 26-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
What's up, Steve?
Now it's Darnold. Flush to his right. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run.
I think shot sweet. What flex on? Flex, shot.
They'll run it with Bell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, we're trying to get him close to close.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And Anderson's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 39 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Back to throw, Darnold.
Right, please.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Ah, shame to on my team.
A quick throw complete to Chark.
That's so funny. Wait, you shot run?
We got 5.
It's your shot run.
Oh. DJ Chark, 75 yards.
I go power
as
forward.
his guys can now take the lead with a...
You said what, babe? think he's on this one.
And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Darnold. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Bell running on 1st down. It's a push forward for about 3. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. On 2nd down now, it's Bell. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard line. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
To throw is Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
They can't stop me out here. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Afterward, jerk. We go to it's a jazz club.
And they are going for it. Darnold.
It's a what?
And it's caught by Herndon.
All right,
and he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Give him 3 on 1st down.
3
It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Man, this John super dead.
Darnold from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a one-time game, 7-6.
Come on, dog.
What made you ask that?
The offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
Super dead, dude.
Go.
It's super dead.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And my goodness, this is incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added. Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you. But I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. For Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Minshew, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
I keep on forgetting to
Leo! Hey, dude!
On 2nd down, Minshew. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there. It'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, exit. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, get it.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
I think I'm going to be good.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They decided not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcel Darwin flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
Good,
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been in constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Give him 32 on the play. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. Sometimes you're running, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks of the seas and make it just a little bit more Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit, thanking him for that much space to rumble.
They run with Bell on 1st down as he'll get forward for about 5 yards. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Like a real slow, a jump person.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case.
So we did nothing yesterday?
Here on 3rd down, Darnold eluding the pressure. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on. Incomplete.
My bad. That's what I'm talking about. All Friday.
How about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Darnold now to throw. Flush to his right.
Glitch.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the return will stop right around the 25. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know, but September 10th.
Misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you. But you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps?
All right, that's fair. Good, yeah, the most points. There's one for you.